Hello and welcome to American Turmoil. Today, we will delve into an in-depth exploration and analysis of two highly controversial figures in modern American political history, President Donald Trump and President Joe Biden. Although these two leaders come from different eras, each has left an indelible mark while simultaneously stirring up fierce debates over their policies, leadership styles, and the impact they have had on both American society and the international community. In this video, we will journey through each of their political careers, examining the positive imprints they made as well as the contentious points that sparked heated discussions. So sit back, relax, and listen to the historical narrative of two distinct eras: the America First period of Donald Trump and the period of restoration under Joe Biden. Section 1: Donald Trump, Impacts and Controversies. 1.1 The journey before assuming the presidency. Donald Trump, a renowned real estate businessman, a media icon, and the host of the famous reality show, The Apprentice, entered the political arena without any prior experience in government. With a confident, and at times controversial, demeanor, Trump leveraged his personal brand as a ticket into the Republican Party and the world of American politics. In a context where most candidates typically hail from traditional political backgrounds, Trump created a new wave with his slogan, "Make America Great Again," a promise to restore America to the peak status he believed had been lost over time. 1.2 The positive imprints. 1.2.1 Economic policies, tax cuts and deregulation. When discussing Trump's economic policies, one cannot ignore his measures on tax cuts and deregulation. These policies were implemented to stimulate economic growth, create numerous job opportunities, and enable businesses to operate more efficiently. Such reforms contributed to enhancing the competitiveness of the American economy on the global stage, allowing U.S. companies to focus on innovation, creativity, and expanding production. Furthermore, reducing bureaucratic barriers simplified business processes and attracted both domestic and foreign investment. This stands as one of the notable imprints Trump left in the economic sector, a transformation that received high praise from many businesses and investors. 1.2.2 Foreign policies, America First, and confrontation with China. In the realm of foreign policy, Trump introduced the America First philosophy, placing national interests above all, and not shying away from confronting other global powers. He took a series of decisive steps, ranging from renegotiating trade agreements to secure better terms for the U.S., to taking a strong stance against China, a rising economic power challenging America's global position. Trump's resolute approach not only captured global attention but also garnered significant support from segments of the populace who viewed it as necessary to protect national sovereignty and interests. 1.2.3 Transformation of administrative management, governmental reforms. Beyond economic and foreign policies, Trump also focused on restructuring the management scale within the government apparatus. He pushed forward reforms aimed at creating a more efficient government capable of making swift decisions in an ever-changing global landscape. This restructuring was seen by many as a significant step forward, making the U.S. administrative system more flexible and better able to address new challenges arising from globalization and economic shifts. 1.3 The controversies. 1.3.1 Strict immigration policies. One of the most contentious issues associated with Trump was his hard-line immigration policy. The construction of a border wall, restrictions on immigration, and the implementation of stringent measures sparked strong reactions from human rights organizations, social activists, and a substantial segment of voters. While supporters argued that these measures were essential for protecting national security and preserving America's cultural identity, many critics contended that such actions violated human rights, promoted discrimination, and undermined fundamental humanitarian values. This division has become a hot topic in debates over American immigration policy, with Trump's name being inextricably linked to these intense controversies. 1.3.2 Leadership style and provocative language. It is impossible not to mention Trump's distinctive leadership style, characterized by bluntness and a penchant for provocative language. His remarks frequently ignited fiery debates, not only within American political circles but also on the international stage. Trump repeatedly employed bold and sometimes crude language to express his views and criticize opponents. These statements not only deepened societal divisions but also negatively impacted America's image in the eyes of the international community, making his leadership style synonymous with instability and controversy. 1.3.3 The process of being impeached twice. One of the most significant controversies during Trump's presidency was that he became the first US president to be impeached twice. These impeachment proceedings, related to his actions and statements, ignited fierce public debates. The impeachments were not only a debate over the correctness and transparency of the American political system but also raised concerns about national stability and public trust in leadership. Although Trump was not removed from office, the two impeachments left deep wounds in public opinion, marking one of the most controversial chapters of his era. 1.3.4 Policies and actions on social issues. Trump also faced severe criticism over policies related to environmental protection, women's rights, and other social issues. Many argued that his policies not only harmed the core values of modern society, but also created injustice and inequality within the community. Decisions such as withdrawing from international commitments on climate change or implementing measures that restricted women's rights made Trump the focal point of many protests and criticisms. These policies contributed to heightened social divisions and sparked widespread discontent among supporters of progressive values. 1.4 Conclusion of the Donald Trump section. In summary, Donald Trump has left an indelible mark on American political history through his bold policies and distinctive leadership. However, these achievements have always been accompanied by myriad controversies and divisions in public opinion. The combination of economic successes, assertive foreign policies, and contentious domestic measures has painted a complex picture that reflects the multifaceted nature of one of the most controversial presidents in U.S. history. Section 2. Joe Biden, Impacts and Controversies. 2.1 Political Journey and Extensive Experience. Joe Biden, with more than half a century of experience in politics, stands as a symbol of resilience, prudence, and deep expertise. Before assuming the presidency, he served as a senator from Delaware for 40 years and later as vice president under Barack Obama from 2009 to 2017. These tireless years in Congress and his leadership role within the Obama administration enabled Biden to accumulate a wealth of knowledge about politics, foreign policy, and state management. This extensive experience positioned him as a heavyweight candidate expected to restore stability and recovery in America during the post-pandemic and economic social turbulence. 2.2 The Positive Imprints. 2.2.1 Experience and deep understanding of the political system. One of Joe Biden's greatest strengths is his extensive political experience. Having devoted over 50 years to public service, he not only has a thorough understanding of the U.S. political system but also knows how to govern, negotiate, and forge consensus among diverse political factions. This experience is evident in Biden's domestic and foreign policies, ranging from his measures to mitigate the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic to re-establishing relationships with America's traditional allies. His profound knowledge and calm demeanor in handling crises have helped restore trust among many voters after years of instability and division. 2.2.2 Domestic Policies and Economic Recovery. In the aftermath of COVID-19, as both the global and American economies faced severe challenges, Biden introduced a series of domestic policies aimed at economic recovery and protecting citizens. He rolled out numerous stimulus packages, invested in infrastructure, expanded healthcare coverage, and implemented policies to minimize the economic crisis's impact. These efforts sparked a wave of renewed hope, helping restore public confidence in the nation's ability to rebound. while simultaneously creating favorable conditions for business growth and job creation. 2.2.3 Restoring international relationships. A crucial hallmark of Biden's presidency has been his efforts to rebuild and strengthen ties with America's traditional allies. In a rapidly changing international order, Biden has demonstrated his commitment to a multilateral, cooperative, and internationally respectful foreign policy. This approach not only helped the U.S. regain its global standing but also restored trust among strategic partners, fostering a collaborative environment to address global challenges such as climate change, security crises, and pandemics. 2.2.4 Social and environmental policies. In addition to economic and foreign policies, Biden has placed strong emphasis on social and environmental issues. He is committed to implementing policies that support the middle class, expand healthcare access, and intensify measures against climate change. These policies are designed not only to improve people's lives but also to build a just and sustainable society. Biden aims to create a robust social safety net that reduces inequality and protects the rights of vulnerable communities. His focus on humanitarian values and environmental protection has garnered broad support from various social groups. 2.3 The controversies. 2.3.1 Management of the pandemic and economic aftermath. Despite launching several measures to control the COVID-19 pandemic, Biden has faced considerable criticism from some voters. Many argue that although significant efforts were made, the speed and effectiveness of the pandemic response and economic recovery measures have not met the expectations of a nation as large as the U.S. Issues such as inflation, supply chain disruptions, and unemployment remain significant challenges, keeping Biden's policies at the center of heated debates. 2.3.2 Immigration policy. Balancing leniency and border pressures. Biden's immigration policy, when compared with that of the previous administration, is viewed as more lenient and flexible. However, it has not escaped harsh criticism from conservative factions. At the U.S. southern border, the handling of immigration flows remains a hotly contested topic. Some argue that Biden's measures are insufficient to control the situation, resulting in overburdening and pressure on the border management system. This divergence of opinions has further highlighted the division in public discourse over how best to manage immigration, one of the most pressing challenges facing America today. 2.3.3 Management and the decision to withdraw from Afghanistan. One of Biden's most controversial decisions was the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Afghanistan. Intended to end a protracted conflict and shift focus to domestic priorities, this decision was met with strong criticism from various quarters. Many contend that the withdrawal was executed too hastily and without adequate preparation, leading to chaos and a loss of control, which in turn negatively affected America's international credibility. The withdrawal has become one of the most disputed milestones of his presidency, with opposition figures and international observers continuously questioning both its effectiveness and its humanitarian implications. 2.3.4 Age and leadership effectiveness. Another contentious issue surrounding Joe Biden is his age and his capacity to lead in the face of escalating modern challenges. Although Biden's extensive political experience is widely respected, some critics argue that his advanced age and potential health concerns may hinder his ability to respond swiftly to the rapid changes brought on by globalization and the volatile international market. This concern is further fueled by indicators of economic management and internal security that, according to some, have not yet achieved the desired level of stability. 2.4 Conclusion of the Joe Biden section. Reflecting on Joe Biden's political journey, we witnessed the transformation of a man who has dedicated nearly half a century to public service. Biden's positive imprints, from his extensive experience, robust economic recovery policies, to his efforts in restoring international relationships, have painted the picture of a leader committed to steering America back towards stability and sustainable development. However, his tenure is not without controversies, as he faces fierce criticism over his handling of the pandemic, immigration policies, the withdrawal from Afghanistan, and doubts about leadership efficacy due to his age. The interplay of his experience and the existing challenges creates a multifaceted portrait that underscores the complexity of leading a nation as vast and dynamic as the United States. Section 4: Reflections and Future Outlook. In the ever-changing landscape of American politics, both Trump and Biden have left distinct marks that together create a complex mosaic of modern American history. With Trump, we witnessed a president unafraid to challenge traditional norms, making bold decisions despite facing numerous controversies. Although he achieved notable economic successes, his leadership style left deep scars among certain segments of the population and the international community. With Biden, after decades in politics, he assumed leadership with the goal of restoring and stabilizing the nation. Yet, his sometimes sluggish decision-making, particularly during global crises, has also attracted significant criticism. Looking forward, what both the American people and the international community yearn for is stability, cooperation, and unity. With the advances in technology, information dissemination, and globalization, the demand for a transparent, efficient political system that serves the common good has become ever more urgent. Whether through internal reforms or new foreign policies, the lessons from Trump's and Biden's eras will undoubtedly inspire the building of a better future. Section 5: Conclusion. As we explore the journeys of these two presidents, it becomes clear that every historical phase comes with its own challenges, and every leader faces pressure from various quarters. Donald Trump demonstrated that boldness, when executed decisively, can trigger significant shifts in a nation's economy and foreign policy. However, his fearless leadership also sowed seeds of division and instability. Joe Biden, with his deep political experience and calm demeanor, strives to restore trust and stability in America. Yet, like any political system, his decisions have not escaped criticism and controversy, particularly in an era of intense domestic and international pressures. These two figures, despite their clear differences, exemplify the complexity and multifaceted nature of modern politics. We can learn from both their successes and failures, drawing valuable lessons for the future of American politics and the world at large. Before we end this video, let's reflect on one thing. In a world of constant change, transformation is inevitable. Whether you support or oppose the decisions of these leaders, what matters most is that each of us finds inspiration and knowledge to contribute to building a just, transparent, and sustainable society. Thank you for watching this video. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the legacies of Trump and Biden? What are your hopes for the future of American politics? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to American Turmoil to continue exploring in-depth analyses of political, economic, and social stories from around the globe. Section 6: Questions for discussion and further thought. Before we conclude, let's ponder a few questions for you to reflect on. Do you believe that Trump's bold economic policies will truly help the U.S. economy recover robustly in the long term? Does the America First policy effectively protect national interests, or does it create internal divisions? With Biden's extensive experience, can he overcome the current economic and social challenges to usher America into a new era of stability? What lessons from these two eras can we apply to improve the current political system, not only in the U.S. but globally? These questions are not only meant to spark curiosity but also to help us view historical events from multiple perspectives, drawing valuable lessons for the future. Every opinion and comment you share is an important piece of the overall picture of modern politics, and we look forward to hearing your insights in the comments below. Before we say goodbye, let's remember that politics is not merely a battle between factions but a collective journey of a community striving for a better future. At any given time, placing the common good above all and building consensus is key to overcoming any crisis. We hope that through this video, you gain a more comprehensive understanding of the impacts and controversies in the leadership of both Trump and Biden. Whether through criticism or admiration, Every perspective contributes to a rich tapestry of American politics. A tapestry that is never static but always dynamic and evolving with time. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and analysis. Remember, every discussion and every contribution you make adds value to our political culture. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to American Turmoil so you never miss out on our upcoming videos filled with insightful analysis and valuable information.